Welcome, everyone, to Tuesday Night Luke Live Online. I'm Father James DeLucio, and tonight's pericope is Luke chapter 10, verses 38 to 42. It's a very short pericope, and you know it well. You could probably tell it to me in your own words. It's the story of Jesus' encounter with his dear friends, Martha and Mary. So, here we go. Jesus and his disciples continued their journey, and they entered a village where a woman named Martha welcomed them. She had a sister named Mary, who sat beside the Lord at his feet, listening to him speak. Martha, burdened by much serving, came to the Lord and said, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me by myself to do the serving? Tell her to help me." The Lord said to her in reply, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and worried about so many things. There is need of only one thing. Mary has chosen the better part, and it shall not be taken from her." Poor Martha. She was only doing what she did best. She was fulfilling her vocation. If she were living today, 2,000 plus years from the time the story took place, she might even have her own show on the Food Channel. Oh, wait. Martha. Well, you get the picture. And so we find a lesson for all of us, because we can get so busy we forget that the Lord is with us in every moment. And as much as others are pressuring us to get everything done yesterday, most things could and should really take their time. Sometimes I really have a fantasy that everything would just slow down. We're so used to having everything at our fingertips, and I fall into the impatience myself, but in the bigger picture, it's really how important is for something to be received or given like right this minute. Obviously, if there's a fire in the building, exit quickly. But aside from that, and other catastrophes, we are, hurry up and wait kind of society. So that's not good. Aren't you also perturbed? And yet we had this lesson from long ago. Slow down. It's not a bad idea to ask people for help, but I think it was Martha's anxiety and worry that Jesus really was addressing. I mean, what was her hurry? She could have taken her time, presented each meal, each course, with a little more leisure. I mean, after all, Jesus and Mary weren't sitting there pounding on the table. Come on, Martha, get us the meal. Imagine somebody saying that to somebody anyway. Well, it happens, doesn't it? Shouldn't, but it does. If everyone would listen to Jesus, we'd all be much more patient. So that's the thought for today and for the week. See if we can slow down. Let's set ourselves with a little more realistic goals and objectives and time frames, And if your boss is overbearing and asking for the unrealistic, ask him if you'd like a little quiet time. If you'd like to read a biblical passage with you. See how that goes over. But we can know in our heart what the biblical passage says, and we can just feel sorry for our boss and, do the best. But no, it's more his problem than ours, or her problem than ours. So take that to heart. God loves you. God loves you. God is patient. Let us be patient. And have a good night. Thanks for joining me.